Hi everybody, it's Jason from the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, one of the animal care managers here. I'm joined with Alana, our lead elephant caretaker here at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and the big beautiful elephant that Alana's working with is Malaika. We wanted to give you a Malaika update. For some of you, you may have been following her story over the past several months. Earlier this year, she ended up breaking her left tusk. And so we've been working on that throughout the past several months. Sometimes that requires us to just monitor it. Sometimes we have to trim it back a little bit, but we just want to make sure that it stays as healthy as possible and that she doesn't cause a lot of other damage to her tusk and create potentially other issues. So what we've been doing recently with her is actually flushing that left tusk on a daily basis. So once a day we ask her to come up next to one of the barriers inside, and she allows us to put a little bit of food in her mouth while we flush her tusk a few times. So this is the broken tusk that we flush every single day. We also still have bands on this right tusk. So there's a couple bands on there, just hopefully keeping that nice entire piece intact. So we just put a little bit of duct tape around the bands to keep it from rubbing on her skin. It kind of folds over her tusk, but that's why she still has a little bit of hardware on that side too. So what you guys are looking at right here is our new elephant training wall. So really what it does is it helps keep the trunks from coming out directly in front of a person. And so that gives us lots of safety when we're up close doing some of our husbandry and veterinary things. There's different ports, like this door opens to allow an ear to come through, so we can take our blood samples through that. We have this section here where we can check mouths, so they line up in front of these and can put their trunk up against those to kind of keep it from coming down or moving a lot. And then we can look at their mouths. All these bars off here come off to give us different access. We use that a lot for checking their feet. And so different elephants have different flexibilities or muscle capabilities. So we can pick the right bar height for the right elephant on how high they want to put their feet up. Malaika is standing in this great new sand area that we've created for her. We've been working with some of our zoo colleagues and getting some information on how to help her rest a little bit better at night. And so one of the big ideas was to give her great big mounds of sand. So there's over 60 tons of playground sand that she's in right now. And this is actually her bedroom at night. We wanted to show you that before she went to bed tonight so you can see what it looks like. But we're using this new sand and these big mounds to kind of give her opportunity to rework her muscles that help her get up and down, those leg muscles, her abdomen, things like that, and getting that all coordinated and stronger again to hopefully give her an opportunity to rest better at night. And so you see that we started with this first area for her, and this is where she's been spending her nights for the last week. We're also going to expand it out into the adjacent stall where I'm at right here. And so she's going to have double the opportunity to kind of learn those behaviors in this new comfy bed. So you could think of it as sort of like memory foam sand for a big elephant. She weighs over 7,000 pounds, and giving her a nice cushy area where she can dig her feet in and kind of get lots of support as she's working those muscles, getting them re-coordinated into figuring out how to get up and down is super important for them to feel comfortable and confident. And so that's what we're working on. We're going to continue to expand the sand out, like I said, into this area, and hopefully this will give her the opportunity to get some great quality rest. One of the other things that we work with Malaika on is also to provide a little bit of extra padding to her right rear foot pad. And so she wears it a little bit thin. And so she has an abnormal gait due to that deformity in her right rear leg. It's bowed out just a little bit, so it's not quite as straight as her other legs. So when she walks, she drags her right rear pad just a little bit. And so that does end up wearing down the bottom of that foot, which is actually called a pad. It's just thick skin. It wears it a little bit thinner than her other pads on each of our other feet. And so we've been working with our farrier who comes out and sees lots of our other hoofed animals, and we actually glue a little piece of leather on there each month to kind of give her extra padding on the bottom of that foot. One of the other things that we're doing besides monitoring Malaika's tusk every single day and her overall behavior and well-being each day, working with the keeper staffs on a daily basis, is that we do medicate her with a couple of pain meds They give her a little bit of pain relief as well as anti-inflammatory properties. Malaika is an elephant who's about 33, soon to turn 34. That is middle-aged for an elephant, and so we just want to make sure she stays as comfortable as possible. She's had those tusk issues for a little bit. She's had a bowed right rear leg that caused her a little bit of conformation and maybe some different joint challenges, and so we just want to make sure that she does have the opportunity to stay as healthy as possible. Just like you or I might take some Aleve or some Advil if we had some stiffness or sore joints. That's the same reason we asked Malaika to do that. She actually swallows pills just like you or I would. We pour a few pills in her mouth, maybe just a couple more than what we would take. She's a lot bigger. She weighs about 7,000 pounds. And then we just pour a little bit of orange juice in her mouth and she swallows those pills. She really loves the juice and it helps us get that medication in her on a daily basis. Overall, we're really happy with how Malaika is doing, and we'll keep you posted on how she's progressing. We'd like to thank you guys for joining us today.